Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the posting of the colors by the Muskegon High School Junior ROTC Color Guard and playing of our national anthem by the 88th Regional Support Command Military Band.
March.
Please be seated. I would like to welcome CEO Frontier Maggie Wilderotter and Major General Glenn Lesniak, Commanding General of the 88th Regional Support Command. Stand, please.
Everybody.
Also in attendance from Frontier is Mr. Don Banowitz, our Regional President. Mr. Pete Hayes, our Executive Vice President of Sales, and Melanie Pritchett, our local Muskegon General Manager. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to welcome Muskegon Mayor Steve Warmington and invite him to say a few words.
Thank you, Bob. Good morning, everyone. It's indeed my pleasure as the mayor of the city of Muskegon to welcome the chairman, Ms. Wilder-Otter, to Muskegon, and also you, Don Banowitz. Welcome to Muskegon. I believe you've been here before, but we're glad to have you here. I want to take an opportunity to recognize the men and women that are here in uniform. Thank you very much for everything that you do for all of us. I would like to acknowledge a few of the other elected officials that are here, if you don't mind. Commissioner Steve Warmington, I see, is here from the city. County Commissioner Bob Skolnick is here. Holly Hughes, State Representative from the 91st District. And Senator Geoff Hansen, who I believe will be saying a few words. I'm not sure if I missed anybody. I hope that I didn't. It's April, and we are approaching the first year anniversary of when Frontier Communications became an important member of our community. Bob and Melanie have been here for just about a year now. I met them, I think, the first week that they were officially in Muskegon. Our community appreciates Frontier Communications. We appreciate your commitment to our community, the customer service, and your employees who are our neighbors. And from what I understand, we have about 120 strong here in Muskegon County along the lakeshore. So we're very appreciative of that. We also want to thank you for choosing Muskegon as your regional headquarters. We know there are plenty of other places you probably could have chosen. We think you made the right selection. We're awful proud of our community and what it has to have as far as assets on the waterfront, but we're certainly proud of the hardworking people of our community. And we also appreciate the commitment to the amount of dollars that in your first year and as you continue that you've committed to the state of Michigan and to Muskegon. It's wonderful. It's providing services to some of our citizens that haven't had the opportunity to have the great services that Frontier has. Appreciate also the fact that you're having this luncheon today at the Great Lakes Maritime Museum. We know that you're in a partnership, it appears from what I can see here, with the veterans, and what a great place to have it here on the waterfront in Muskegon. And we're a community that recognizes our veterans and have for years. Back, I think it was in the 30s, that Veterans Memorial Park, which connects the communities of Muskegon and North Muskegon, and at one time was called the Magnificent Mile, was built to recognize those that gave their lives for our community in the First World War, and continues to recognize those that have given since that time. We're also very proud to be the home of the USS Silversides out here. We hope for those of you that haven't will take an opportunity to visit this wonderful submarine. We also have the LST-393, which is downtown, which is also a great museum for what happened in the Second World War. And as you approach our community from the east on Business US 31, you'll see that we have our Vietnam Veterans Memorial that's out there also. But we're a serious community when it comes to our veterans, and for our hardworking people, we are also a community that is fun. We certainly hope that you'll take the opportunity to come back and visit our community. We're known in this area for our festivals, and I know that Frontier Communications has been an important part of the festivals within this community. But we start our summer with Summer Celebration. We have a long weekend where we're Muskegon Bike Time, and we really transform our downtown into a different community with about 20,000 motorcycles and 60,000 people. And shortly after that, at Heritage Landing, which is our home base for most of our festivals, we have the Unity Festival, which is a Christian festival, which is 4 or 5 days of Christian music, which is very well attended from throughout the Midwest. And Irish Festival in the fall, where we recognize and have fun with all of our Irish neighbors. And this year, in June 9th, We also will be the home for the Hot Rod Automobile Tour, where we'll have probably 3,500 cars that will take a tour starting in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and will come up to Muskegon before it ends in Detroit. And I would anticipate our downtown area will be filled with about another 1,500 vintage cars from people throughout this area. We have an awful lot to offer. We're glad you're here. We look forward to many, many more years of being a partner and a neighbor with Frontier Communications. So we thank you very much. And just before I get off, I do want to say that I read a little bit on your biographies, and it's very evident to me, Maggie, that the way that you are running Frontier has a lot to do, and I know you've acknowledged this from your upbringing with your family. You know, the fact that there's opportunity, and you take advantage of the opportunities, and I think that's what you did when you came into Michigan and Muskegon, and that hardworking and the fairness to employees. So we appreciate and we applaud your leadership. There's probably a lot of areas in this country where we could have that type of leadership and appreciate it, so thank you very much. And Don, I read Don's biography, and it said that he is an avid LSU fan. And then I saw that he attended LaSalle University, so I figured LaSalle University, so that would be the LSU. But I took a chance, and I Googled LSU, and I found out their colors are purple and yellow, so I finally got to wear this purple tie that I've had for about 6 years, so thank you for that, Don. And I know while we sit together at lunch, we'll be able to talk about how both of us have a dislike for Nick Saban because I'm from MSU. And how Coach Miles, we're so happy he's there. You're happy he stayed, and I'm happy he's not at Michigan. So, Don, Maggie, thanks so much for being here. We really, really appreciate your partnership, and we look forward to many years.
Thank you.